Hey everybody, you're watching Ready Set Drone, and today I've got the Tello from Ryze. This little guy has been a lot of fun. I've been flying it quite a bit lately. Did a full review of it if you want to see what it's like to fly it using just your phone. But I decided it was time to graduate to actually flying it with a remote control. So I got the PXN Speedy remote control right here. It's a Bluetooth remote. We're gonna plug it in, connect it, and test it out, so stay tuned. You can fly the Tello using a phone, and it's not a bad experience, but I find using a real remote control makes it a lot more fun. Now, this is a video game style remote control, and it connects to your phone via Bluetooth. By the way, this one that I have is designed for the iPod, iPad, and iPhone. So it's not actually designed for an Android phone. I don't know if it'll work with Android or with an Android tablet. I know there are some that will, but this one's specific to Apple products. So just keep that in mind. So as you open it up, you will see that the box is empty because I've already got it sitting over here. I had to get it out and charge it. Now this little guy charges via micro USB. There's just a slot right here in the back that you plug the micro USB into, and it charges up in a couple of hours. Once you've charged it, you hold down the power button for 3 seconds, and that will actually start the thing up. And when you do that, you'll actually see these little red lights come on, and that indicates to you that the device is turned on, as you can see right there. Now, once you've turned it on, there is a Bluetooth button that you can push, and that will actually put it in pairing mode, and then you put your phone in pairing mode for Bluetooth, and you pair your phone with the Speedy device. Then once you've done that, you actually connect the phone to the Tello via Wi-Fi. Now let's keep it straight. The remote control is not actually talking to the Tello, it's talking to your phone. It's giving the phone commands, and the phone is giving the commands to the drone itself. And the reason that's important is two things. Number one, you're not going to get a greater range using this thing. You might be able to control things a little bit better, but you're not going to get a greater range. And number two, there might be some lag involved in the Bluetooth talking to your phone and then the Wi-Fi talking to the Tello. So I'm here to test that today. So I've connected it all up. The nice thing is that there's actually a little diagram when you plug this thing in and you connect it. You go into the menu and there's a button that says Game Control Diagram, and when you do that, you'll actually see what all the buttons do. Now, one thing on this, there's actually a combination of buttons. You have to push the R2 as well as Y at the same time in order to fire up the props, which is probably there designed to help you avoid actually accidentally firing up the props when you don't mean to. So it's R2 and Y at the same time. Let me actually just show you here. Fires up your props and actually auto takes off. So be sure if you do that, you're ready for it to take off. Nice thing is, Tello is really easy to take off and land. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and start the camera on the Tello, fly it around a little bit, and just see how it compares to flying it with the phone. So the camera on the Tello is actually the camera which transmits back to your phone for video is L1, which is this guy up here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that, and that should give me a live video recording. right, so far so good. I'm in low rate, by the way, which I think is smart in your house. Now keep in mind the way this thing orients itself and stops is by these vision sensors on the bottom. So you actually need to have it over something, not super high, before it's going to be able to stop like this. See, I push on it and it's trying to stay in place. Now, I will say the video signal here is just a little bit laggy still. Woo, right over my head. So, while I can fly it looking at the screen, you know, every second or two I'm getting a little jitter, and so it makes it a little harder to fly. Now, flying in line of sight is no problem. And I keep bumping into things, and the prop guards keep it in the air because it doesn't get tangled up. It just kind of bounces off the stuff. Here, I'll try bumping into the back of the couch here to show you what I mean. Or bumping into my shoulder. See how it just keeps going? Try pushing on it a little bit. Now, of course, be careful doing that. You know, it's probably not the smartest thing. I've been around drones a lot, and I think I understand how to avoid getting my finger cut off. Let's land it in my hand then. I'm looking forward to getting into a big open space, warehouse space, gymnasium or something, and flying this little guy because I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Bottom line, if you're flying it indoors, it's great. It's very lightweight. It's not going to destroy anything if you hit it. Do be careful, but the prop guards do a good job of helping you avoid injury and avoid damaging things. So in the interest of keeping this thing brief, I'll tell you, the Speedy controller does make a big difference in your flight experience with the Tello. It doesn't really impact how it handles. The thing already handles great. It handles great with your phone. It handles great with the automated intelligent flight modes. It's just kind of a joy to fly. It doesn't do well in wind, so be careful of that, although it can hold its place if it's in high mode. It can hold in place pretty well, but if you do get a strong wind, it's pretty susceptible because it's so light. But using the controller just gives you a better feeling. It gives you the feeling that you're playing a video game or that you're actually flying a drone and not pushing buttons on your phone like using the phone does. So do I recommend a Bluetooth controller for this Tello? Absolutely. Do I recommend the PXN Speedy controller? So far, this is my second flight with it, and I really enjoy it. I think it's very well built. It seems to have a good battery charge time. It only took about 2 hours for the battery to get to 100%, and I'm still showing currently 4 dots, so after a full flight, so it means it's probably got a bit more time on it. Also, you can use this device to play games on your phone. So in the setup I have right now with my phone on top of the controller, I can play racing games, I can play Sonic the Hedgehog, I can play a whole bunch of games that are compatible with this particular device. There's a certain name for those games, and if you search for it, you can find all the games that are automatically built to play with the Speedy PXN controller. So I'll leave a link in the description. If you do have a Tello, I do recommend checking out a Bluetooth controller because it really makes it a little bit more fun to fly. And if you're looking for a drone that you can fly with a bigger remote control, it's a little more professional, Tello's probably not for you. But if you're looking for something that's fun to fly around indoors or teach your kids to fly or whatever, I do recommend the Tello, and I do recommend getting a Bluetooth controller for it. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video about the PXN Speedy controller and the Tello as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you want to see more videos about the Tello and other drones, please subscribe to Ready Set Drone, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Tello.